teachers and my beloved students, a very good morning to all of you. This day, the 5th of September, the Teachers' Day, wouldn't be possible had not Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan consented his colleagues and his students to observe his birthday as a Teachers' Day. It's a day of acknowledgement, recognitions, and a tribute to all the teachers of the country for their hard work, for the dedications, and for the contributions they had contributed to the development and progress of our nations. To be a real teacher, we need to go extra miles. We need to give extra efforts. We need to persevere on consistently and persistently. Not a day, not a month, not a week, not a year, but as long as we are into these noble professions, it's very important that every bit of a movement, every day of our life, teaching is not an easy job. Because to be a teacher, first of all, we need to be a student. And a teacher is a lifelong student. A teacher by name Mrs. Penson was back to the classroom. She has the habit of greeting the classroom, "I love you, class." Instead of greeting the students, "Good morning, students," she had the habit of greeting the students with, "I love you, students." So that day, too, she wished her classroom, "I love you, students." But she was not happy noticing a student sitting in the corner of the last row with their head putting down, not having the courage to look straight at Mrs. Penson. So this went on. 1 week gone, a month gone, same thing, Saturday gone, Sunday gone, Monday comes back, like that. And it was time to declare a quarter exam results. It was a time to announce the first terminal exams results. So, finding the results, what remarks will she write? First, the results of this student named by Teddy. His name is Teddy. So his progress report card shows nothing from top to bottom or underlined in red ink. And she has no other option to write, but she wrote, "Tony is good for nothing." So it's a custom here in a school too, as the teachers finishes the progress report, they submit to the office. And for the final round, the headmistress or the principal give the signature before distributions of the results. The same case happened in the case of Mr. Penson. In the case of Teddy, his progress report, when the principal saw his progress report, he was shocked. What is this? He immediately called Mrs. Penson to his office. "What is this, Mrs. Penson?" She replied, "I have nothing else to write. I have written what I have seen. His progress report is what you have seen. What will I write? Nothing. So I wrote this statement." Then the headmaster said, "A progress report should be a report to report the development or the progress of a student. If this is the report card going to the parents will be demotivated. The parents will stop sending this boy to the school. And what have you done? A progress report should be a report reporting the progress of a student." Immediately, the principal summoned the administrative staffs to bring out the progress report of the previous years of Teddy. So it was done. The progress report was collected from the administrative office. The progress report of class 3 shows Teddy is the brightest student in the class. Then she went further with the report card of class 4. Teddy, mom is suffering from cancer. Then comes the 6th standard progress report. Teddy, mom had died, and along with her, he is also lost. That was a progress report Mr. Thompson had gone through. Then immediately she stood up and told the principal, "Yes, sir, I know now what to do. I know now what I must do." So, again, Saturday gone, Sunday gone, Monday, she was back to the class. She greeted her class. "I love you, class." And that day, you know, my dear teachers, she felt the pinch of satisfaction seeing into the eye of Teddy. But Teddy had no courage to look straight at her. From that very day, all the past months and weeks that the remarks had been put on, label on Teddy with all the negative remarks, she converted into the positive remarks. She guided extra miles, she gave extra effort to Teddy. And slowly, Teddy came up with his stars. And in this way, years rolled by, and it was a time for Teddy and his batch to farewell the school. So on the day of the farewell, all the students, they had brought the costly prizes, valuable gifts to their teachers. Everyone had brought. And everyone are so happy because it was the last day of the class. Miss Teddy too was very happy, as it is going to be his last day, but deep down in his heart, he was very heavy and hard because he'll be missing Mrs. Thompson. So, among all the prizes wrapped in an old newspaper was a perfume half used and a bracelet which 2-3 stones had been already fallen off from the bracelet. Mrs. Thompson, knowing this must be a sense of a teacher, a true teacher, she realized that this is the gift of Teddy. So she opened the package in front of the whole class. She opened and she found a half perfume. She sprayed on her body. She took the bracelets and she put on her hand. And that day, the joy was filled with tears in the eyes of Teddy, saying to Mrs. Thompson, "Now you smell like my mom. Now you smell like my mom." It's very touching. Then the farewell over. It's gone. Everyone's gone. Then, at the end of 1 year, a letter reaches Mrs. Thompson. "I had met few more teachers, but you are the best teacher I have ever met." In this way, 1 year gone, 2 years gone, 3 years gone, a few years gone by. Every year, there are letters from Mrs. Thompson from Teddy. But in between, after the retirement of Mrs. Thompson, they lost communication with one another. And a few years later, like 9 years, 10 years back, an agent tried to trace the whereabouts of Mrs. Thompson. Then finding where she was, delivered a letter to her, and in the letter was enclosed 2 flight tickets. She opened, and to her surprise, it was a letter again from Mrs. Teddy, saying that I had met many teachers. Still, you are the best teacher, mom. I love you. So I'm getting married, so you have to come and attend my wedding. And here enclosed the flight tickets for you. So hurriedly, Mrs. Thompson got ready to attend Teddy's wedding. And what a surprise! In this invitation card, it was not Mr. Teddy. It was Theodore, the PhD in Medicine High Teachers. A boy who was lost once upon a time, due to the lack of guidance from a proper teacher, losing his mother at an early age, no one to guide him, no one to monitor him. He had gone down in his studies, but with the sacrifices, with the extra effort of Mrs. Hanson, today, Theodore had become a doctorate, and she attended his wedding. Reaching there, thousands of people are there, so she decided to remain in the last row. But volunteers noticed her and put Mrs. Hanson right in front. There, a place prepared, a chair is being kept there for a special person, Mom, Mrs. Hanson. So, Teddy, the PhD, the doctorate, approached her, took her in his arms, hold her tightly. I have come across many teachers and many persons in life, but you are the best teacher and person in my life. So he made him sit, and when she seated, he whispered into his ears, "Ma'am, you have taken the closest place of my mom in my life. Today, you see the changes in this boy's life, in this man's life. It's just because of his teaching." So after the wedding done, and after the wedding, Theodore, the PhD, introduced his newlywed wife to his teacher, Mrs. Hanson, and said, "She is Mrs. Hanson. Today I am in this level of life, in this stage, in these positions of life. It's just because of Mrs. Hanson. I wouldn't have been in this level had she not guided and directed me." And Mrs. Hanson replied, "I too wouldn't have been a perfect and good teacher had I had not met Theodore, had I not met Mr. Teddy. But as I met him, and he made me realize that there is a person who needs my love." So you see, my dear teachers, in this way, we have come across hundreds of students. We have many Teddy in our classroom. There are so many Teddys, I can say that in our schools also we have many Teddys. And it is you, my dear teachers, whether to produce the doctorates, whether to produce another Teddy to Theodore, it is in your control. You have the potentiality. You have the capacity. It's time that we give a bit of a time to reflect deep within our service into which we are digging right now. And let there be no Teddy in our class. Let there be no Teddy in our schoolroom. If every one of you go extra mile to lend your helping hand to those students. Let us, each one of us, try our best to live into the present the best of what we can, so that the future of our society, the future of our country, become more brighter with the contributions and our contributions. We can contribute a lot into the lives of our students because we are going to produce the best citizens of our country, the best citizen of our society, of our neighborhood. And for that, we need to work together. We need to hold our hands together. We need to understand one another. There may be times that we may be very tiring, that like giving up. But as the saying goes, there is no shortcut to success. We have to go on and on and on. We have to really work hard. So I won't prolong much, but I'm very indebted to each one of you for your contributions you have given to the school, to the students, and looking forward that we'll be able to make our school much better than what we are into this level. And it won't be possible without your cooperations. So your cooperations is needed, my dear teachers. We have nothing to give you in return, but our prayers, our wishes are always with you all. God sees everything, and God knows everything. What you need in your life, in your personal family, God sees everything. So our prayers are always with you. So wishing each one of you once again a very happy Teachers' Day and have a great time. Thank you so much.